Turn Down Service is our weekly time to commune in the spirit of beauty. We're going to do a little skincare. We're going to talk some tools, products, and just share a little bit of a life. Opening the window here. I hope everybody is well. No matter whether it is morning, afternoon, evening. The girl, excuse me, is a little tired. We are I didn't really take a nap, but just kind of getting up from a little resting that I needed to do. It's been a good weekend. It's been a good weekend. Went to go see Highest to Lowest yesterday and was just outside, honey. Um, the hair is trying to behave a little bit. We had wash day a couple days ago with some sacred products. We may be able to get into that, we may not. But we're gonna go ahead and do this skincare routine and chat a bit. We always start with massage. So that's what we're going to go with. I still have on my street clothes, honey. I was able to finally get out. Let's just go ahead and open the bottle up because we are done with this for the most part. But hope you guys enjoyed the It Girl, how to start your It Girl wardrobe piece. Finally got that out. We got out the Corinne Steffens piece, which I have been marinating on for quite some time. And hope you enjoyed that too. Um, I love the fact that Substack is giving me this opportunity to just creatively pour out. I'm looking for my massage tool. Creatively pour out just a lot of the things that are on my mind. You know, a lot of times I'm having these conversations with friends, but um, ooh, they're so nice and cold. Pretty much room temperature, but ooh, that felt so good. Just putting it on my face. Um, but it's nice to be able to kind of go in depth with my thoughts and have a place and a home for them. So I thank you, Substack, for that. And for allowing me to share, this time with you guys and this energy with you guys. Um, just know that you are genuinely appreciated. However, you are showing up in this undiscovered it girl community and how we are all finding space, for those parts of ourselves that we're evolving into. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So, these are the buttons. These are the clear quartz buttons. They are massage tools. I've used these before. You can kind of use both ends. The smaller end for like the under eye area here, more like in the corners of the nose, and some more like sculpting I like to do kind of here under the cheek. They're also really, really great for the neck. I've been having a lot of back of the neck issues. You get that tech neck when you're down here looking at that phone all the time. Me and my marketing, I'm on social media pretty much all the time. So it's always nice to, have a break, to just disengage with that for a while. And with that said, um, I just wanted to kind of point out too that, I know I do this live. I would love for you all to show up in the live. I do get comments and messages from time to time about people who do tune in and watch. And again, your engagement is always important. But know that if you don't engage, we're still showing up. Um, And I'm just gonna say what's on my heart with that right now too. We're working on the double chin here. Um, Social media is changing. It is changing. And I read something this week saying that, it's no, or listen to something. Um, Social media is no longer the place where we are engaging socially with our friends. That's not even the content that's really being shown to us, our friends' content. At this point, social media is entertainment. And so if you're someone who needs to, we need that support. We need that encouragement. Continue to be encouraged. Continue to show up for yourself. Even if people are not liking, they're not subscribing. And shouts out to my new subscribers. I sincerely appreciate you. Um, but just keep showing up. Keep showing up for yourself and think of yourself as kind of like your own little entertainment entity. Not to be a monkey for anybody's circus. I'm not saying that. But if you have something that you're trying to push out there, just continue to show up for yourself. Um, and people will vibe with that energy. They will come towards the moves that you are making for yourself, you know? So be encouraged. I just wanted to say that because I love y'all, my it girlies and guys. And, again, this massaging is so important. I missed last week. Was got caught up, child, and just did not get to show up. So my face is really missing this massage. It's feeling amazing, especially on this TMJ that I get right here. Oh my goodness. But there are a few other things that I want to show you and want to talk about today. One thing I found it interesting and just kind of piggybacking on what I was just saying about social media, the algorithm, all that good stuff. Um, I personally did not see anybody else just doing a movement based on consistency. Before I started this. I'm not saying that it didn't exist. I'm just saying I wasn't tuned into that. And since I have started this movement here, um, I have seen our favorite brand that we talk about, Naturium, now has a consistency club that you can join and just start doing, your skincare. You get rewards, just all that kind of stuff. And I've also seen Savannah Boda, who is a really big skincare content creator. I've seen her in her own content start to talk about consistency a lot. So again, this movement here is not about what's always a new product. I'm not trying to sell you anything. It's just a moment to simply share our beauty routines, to be consistent, to talk about, what's really working. Because regardless of what we buy and how fancy or trendy it is, we want results, baby. So that's what's important, and we have to take accountability in the success of it. And that means just taking a few minutes um on a daily to use those products and to nurture ourselves. So that's what this movement is about. And I don't feel any type of envy, jealousy, anything about, anybody else starting their movements or encouraging of anything. Um, yeah, it's an affirmation. It's affirmative for me that this means something and that this is important. Um, it's an alignment, you know, and I'm super grateful that I am in alignment, and that um there are people out there like me who see the importance of just having community for consistency. So I just cleansed using the Mela B3 by La Roche Posay cleanser. That cleanser is specifically for pigmentation. Um, how to help their dark spots, blemishes, sun damage, all that good stuff. And ideally, we do want to cleanse for 60 full seconds. You're probably tired of hearing me say that, but it is still very important. My skin personally is doing pretty good right now. As women, I talk a lot about our cycles and how skin changes during our cycle. I am closer, and that is not just TMI, but just to show you again, to be a woman of my word, to show you I am close to my ovulation stage now. So my skin is looking tea. Baby, you gonna look your best when you are ovulating. And it's just amazing how God does that, that closest to the time where we would want to be uh I can't even pull the word up, but y'all know what I'm saying. What you want to do so that you can create life, you're going to be looking your best. So, not surprising that my skin is looking the way I would like it to look right about now. 2 weeks or so from now, I'll probably feel a lot more dull, and kind of lose a little bit of that vitality that I'm seeing. Um, If you're on my Instagram, you would have probably seen that I go to the lake here a lot. And that's one thing that has become kind of a part of my Sunday rituals in the evening. Originally, when I started turning down service, it is all about getting ready for bed, and it still is. But I'm enjoying the summer, and I want to enjoy as much of it as I possibly can. So, lately I've been doing this routine and still kind of heading back outside. So with that said, I'm still applying my retinol. This retinol to hide from Naturium. Love, love, love this product. Love the consistency, the smoothness. Um, I can visibly see a difference even overnight. And sometimes I do like skip a night just to give my skin a chance to kind of breathe because it does thin that outer layer of the skin. Um, but it works so well for like my acne prone skin, anti aging, just smoothing texture, all of that. Love, love, love this product. And then I just repurchased this one. This is probably my fourth or fifth time repurchasing this product. This is the sunscreen, the UV Reflect, and it's more like a fluid compared to the Dew Glow moisturizer, which is a little bit more, and it's also a sunscreen SPF. Um, a lot creamier for moisture. I like this more towards the fall, winter, and this is more for the summer, but I still love the texture of it. It doesn't make me greasy, but it still looks nice and hydrated. So I'm not going to do too much on my skin. That's pretty much it for that. For this evening, that'll probably be gone in the morning because of that retinol I just used. And also wanted to talk about some body care. I did share in one of my last videos about purchasing the new We the People, this body gloss oil that they have, which is really, really, really nice. It's got the orange blossom fragrance to it, and it smells amazing. Now, I'm going to do this whenever I take a shower a little bit later. But again, wanted to just share this product with you and some uses for it. Let me cook. So, our girl Tracy Ellis Ross. Let's talk about it real quick. Love Tracy, love what she's about, love her movement of the moment. She's been talking about solo travel. If you've seen her show, but one thing I will, in her fashion, honey, her fashion sense is everything. She's just as well known for her fashion sense as she is just for her lifestyle and the way that she lives her life. And one thing I've always admired about Tracy is the way she takes care of her skin and the way she takes care of her health and her body. I feel like if anybody is like a walking, living, breathing manifestation of the things that I talk about, is definitely Tracy Ellis Ross. Not just because she's a single woman who travels, but because she is a woman who has prioritized taking the best care of herself based upon her own circumstances. And I saw her using, these massaging tools um some time ago. I have a whole set of these. I don't know why it's slipping my mind exactly what these are called right now. Probably because I'm tired. But wood, there would, I'll look it up in just a moment. But massaging tools. Also saw her doing the dry brushing. If you're not familiar with what dry brushing is, and I'm getting ready to bring everything full circle, it is exfoliating, getting your lymph system going, getting that blood flow moving. Everything in skincare is about blood flow. And of course, we are constantly shedding um, skin cells. So this just helps everything get nice and smooth. It's also going to help with cellulite and those lumps and bumps, that I know I get. This is a trouble area for me. Now you don't want to go too hard because we're not trying to rip up the skin at all. But again, we're just brushing lightly, getting that lymph moving, and getting some nice light exfoliation. Now y'all know I'm gonna look back at this and be going crazy about my arms. But again, I show up for me regardless. So regardless of any self-criticisms, we gotta learn to get past that. Um, I think sometimes, just in my own personal theory, going back full circle to what I was saying in the beginning, sometimes people aren't engaging these days because everybody has a take on things. Everybody has a hot point, and some people are really, really good at it. And some people, it's like, what are you saying? It depends on who we're talking to. We all have to figure out who our market is, who we want to communicate to. Um, they'll be able to hear what we're trying to say. So anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here. But I wanted to show you how this oil works and how we can use it in a way that is not just for fragrance or moisture, but a way to actually Give ourselves a little bit of therapy. Now, one way I really love to use this particular tool, of course, is right here on the belly. You're going to make sure you have some oil on first, and you're literally going to be rolling and pushing everything kind of down. If you think about it, these are your intestines. This is where you excrete from. So getting movement, getting blood flow, getting things churning in this area makes perfect sense. Um, and let me look this up real quick. I got a little music going right here. It's like wood therapy massage, and you can get this done professionally. Wood therapy massage. It's a lymphatic massage. Done with wooden tools. Um, I have one massage tool that I have used on the face before, and I did even show you guys how this is the one for the body. And I've seen Tracy Ellis Ross use this tool herself. All of it again helps move. Um, of course, it's gonna help you lose weight. Trust me. I mean, it's not the quick fix at all, but it helps to sculpt the body. Originally, this massage technique tends to be used for people after surgery. You know, when they're building up a lot of fluid in the body from healing from a procedure. Um, they go in and use these massage tools and move that fluid, help the person to move that fluid while the body is healing. So, yes, another amazing ritual at night. Take a nice shower. Start with your body brushing. Do this all over. You want to like go up as much as you can towards the heart. Okay. That's the direction you always want to be going with your massaging. Um, and then, you look, I'm getting excited just thinking about it. A beautiful, cleansing product, whether that is just your basic Dove soap or, a really nice body wash. Hi, Tanya. A nice body wash. And then after that, you are going to just, you're not even going to dry it off yet. You're going to go in with your any type of body oil. Of course, I'm suggesting the We the People. And then while your skin is still wet, you're applying the oil on top of that. And then you're going to go in with a shea butter to seal the deal and seal in all of that moisture. And that will be a really, really, really nice treat. Honey, I guarantee you will sleep so well after you do that. And one last product I want to share with you, since we are talking about body products, products that can kind of tighten, work on any type of like cellulite, um and just give the skin an opportunity to give it like that snatched look on the body. We do focus a lot on the face, but this is how you get it on the body. This is one medical grade product that I really like and do recommend. This one is called Transform and this is by Alaskan Skincare. If you are someone who is privileged enough to be able to get certain type of treatments. Like I've done Scope Neo in the past, where it uses again the tiredness is escaping me, but it uses heat, to help break down the fat cells. You can do it, or it's the equivalent of 20,000 crunches or squats Okay, you can do it on your butt, you can do it on your abs. But if you are privileged enough to be able to take advantage of treatments like that, this is a great product to add. It takes away what they call crepiness, and just helps to, that same movement that we're doing to manually move that lymph through the body. This product helps to break everything down and allows to flush out of the body naturally as well. So this would be a great product to use kind of on top of the oil. Maybe replace what I was just telling you, how you do the oil and then you do the shea butter. You can replace that with this product here. So this one is really, really nice. And that's by Lassa Skincare. I think you can just buy it online, or lots of med spas have that product. So yeah. And that's pretty much it. Um Getting ready to head to the lake and enjoy my evening, the rest of my evening and the rest of the sunlight. I think we have about 40 some more days left in summer. So I would love to hear how you guys are spending that time. I know a lot of people are back to school. I don't have kids. So how's everybody dealing with that? Is it a joyful occasion for you, or are you going to be missing your kids? Like, what's going on? Is it going to give you a little more time to get into your skincare and your routines? I would love, love, love to know. So, with all that said, I am wishing you all the absolute best. Hope your skin is looking amazing. Hope these tips and tools are continuing to help you, and that we're just really, again, creating community in the spirit of beauty, and that we're all making a conscious effort to do the best that we possibly can for ourselves and create that time for ourselves every single week. Love y'all. Keep doing what you're doing. And I will see you next week, God willing, at 4:30 for turnout service. Bye.